Hi, I'm Tyson with Adventure Rig out here on a crisp morning in Colorado. You can see Hank behind me in the Ural in the sidecar. We're headed out on a little morning cruise. And I'm wearing the Svalbard Parka made by Helly Hansen. This is an absolute wonderful piece that's more of that urban lifestyle trend, more so than a lot of the other pieces that we do that's a lot more technical. However, this still has a lot of really cool techie features built into it. Now, last year, Callie and I visited Chicago, and I was really surprised to see how many people were wearing big name brands like Helly, etc. as their outer layers. And I didn't really think about it because Callie and I are kind of stuck out here in a small town in Colorado. Everything we have is kind of geared for the mountains. However, I started to notice that a lot of these people on these East Coast cities, maybe Boston, New York, or in the Midwest in Chicago, they need equipment just like this that's gonna perform like we need it to perform in the mountains. They're just in the city. Helly Hansen definitely has that covered with this parka. So it's gonna be windproof, waterproof, and breathable. And with all that, you're still getting a really stylish piece. Now you can see on the hood that it does have this nice fur lining. I absolutely love that. And that's one of the reasons I really wanted this parka. However, I do notice that when it comes down and I turn my head to look, I can start to get it caught in my mouth, and sometimes I'm spitting out the fur. But it looks good. However, if you don't like the fur, it is completely detachable. Also on the hood, on the very back, you do have some adjustment. So you can see how it was falling over my eyes. If I just pull this cord, I can actually bring the hood back and get a nice fine-tuned adjustment so that it's not falling all over my face. Now this is a size large. I'm 6 feet tall and 200 pounds. You can see that I have great length on the jacket. This is a 3/4 long, I think is what they classify it as. It's great. If I turn around, you can see how far it drops down on my butt. So if you're in the city and maybe you're waiting for the bus and you're at the bus stop sitting on cold benches, I love that this drops down. I'm on the Ural, and it's great because that leather seat can get quite cold in the winter. So having that drop down that extra length, and I'm actually kind of sitting on the jacket, helps to keep me a little bit warmer. Also, the sleeves are nice and long. So if I hold my arms straight out, you can see that the sleeve's not pulling way up my arm. Also on the inside, I do have these really nice cuff gaiters. I don't have anything to actually put my thumb through, so there's no thumb loop, but these are really nice and big, and they're tight, so it keeps all the weather out. Also on the exterior, you have a lot of different pockets. Down here low, I have these two for my hands that do have a single button to keep them closed, and one side of the pocket is actually lined with fleece, which is really nice, soft, and warm. Also with that same pocket, I have two flaps that button up top that I can fit larger items into, and then I have two zippered up high. You can see this one located right here. That's a nice smaller pocket. And then the one that's my favorite is right here. This chest pocket is also zippered, and this is large enough to fit a nice big phone in. And then you can see it has this bright green strip up top. The zipper actually doesn't go all the way up. So if I wanted to run any media out of that into my ears, I definitely can do that. Also on the inside of the jacket, I do have one nice large mesh pocket here. If we were skiing with this jacket or using it in the backcountry, I'd say that that's a great pocket to throw skins or goggles. However, not gonna be doing that in this particular jacket, but it's definitely a nice large pocket. And the biggest point to hit on this jacket is how warm it is. So this is actually filled with Primaloft black insulation. It has a little bit more insulation in the body of the jacket versus in the arms. This is a very warm jacket, and what I like most about it is it's not a huge puffy jacket. I wasn't really sure how big it was gonna be until I actually pulled it out of the box and threw it on. I was really surprised that it's not overly puffy, which is great because I don't like it when I feel like the marshmallow man out there and I can't move just because there's so much insulation in some of these. This is a very warm jacket, but it's not overly puffy. One thing that I would have liked to see from this jacket is a two-way zipper on the front. So this one just zips up on the top. Some jackets also have a zipper located at the bottom that you can zip up from the bottom. The reason I would have liked that is I would absolutely use this jacket and wear it as a belay jacket. Here in Colorado, spring and fall, once you're in the shade, it gets really cold. This, with how durable it is, I think this would make a great belay jacket. I just like to be able to zip it up from the bottom so I can open up the front of my harness there. It's not really meant for that, but I love being able to use a jacket for multiple different purposes. Again, this is the Svalbard Parka made by Helly Hansen. This is gonna be a great jacket if you're in an urban environment or if you just want to go out and ride your motorcycle with your dog. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them below and we'll get back to you. Also, if you're wondering where we are or what we're up to, please check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Adventure Rig. Thanks again for watching, guys. I'm Tyson with Adventure Rig.